Hey, what it do? This your boy Crass. This is Producer Marketing Secrets. This is exactly how you build a buzz. This is exactly how you gain control. I'm going to teach you all the secrets. I'm not going to try to put too much extra on it. I actually don't even like this marketing shit. You might be asking, well, how come I've never heard of you before? Because I was behind the scenes. I was working at Universal Records when I was in college. I didn't, want to be in front of the camera. I wanted to be the person, actually the businessman behind it. But I love producing. I love making beats. I knew there was a better way. I grinded. I made beats. I grinded. I made beats. And guess what? Nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you get like a break or an opportunity here and there and you figure, oh, is this my big break? But what I realized is that it's not like a big break. It can be, okay? But that's kind of like playing the lottery. You don't want to have a plan or a system where you're relying on some luck, some magic, all right? You want to be systematic about it. You want to be strategic about it. You want to make sure that you make it no matter what happens. You want to have a plan A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. This is the ultimate course that is going to show you how to do this in a step-by-step process, all right? And I say step-by-step because if you take each module of this course and you apply it and you actually put it into motion, it may not be overnight. For some of you, it might be because you might decide to take that much action. My point is that you want to have a system that works no matter what, no matter if it's sunny, if it's raining, if you got hella friends, if you got no friends, if you got network, if you don't. You want to have the type of system is foolproof that works no matter what. Okay, that's the only type of business model that I like. That's the only type of producer business model that I like. One that can't fail. And you might be thinking, well, damn, how is that possible? How is that possible? Well, most producers out there have no strategy at all. They have no formula. They have no system. This is just one way, all right? And this is actually going to be a way that leverages the internet. It leverages the tools that are being introduced right now, every day, day in and day out. The landscape is a lot different than it was even 5 years ago, especially 10 years ago. So we're going to go through it. The first thing, the most important thing, and I don't want you to take this lightly, but the first step is your mindset. It's all in the mind. The reason why I say don't take this lightly is because I'm a producer. I'm just like you. I was skeptical as fuck about anything relating to marketing and anything relating to being online and learning something online that actually is going to help you. Skeptical. I was the biggest skeptic right here. Here I stand before you today, as introverted as I am, as people know me. I mean, I got personality. I can like put it on if I need to, but most people who really know me know I'd rather be in a room locked away, not being bothered by nobody, just me and my music and just my own thoughts. And you're probably the exact same way. You know that this is me. This is me 100%. One story that happened to me a long time ago, which actually few people know about, I've never even discussed this before, was a pivotal moment in my life, especially as it relates to music production and just business in general, but definitely producing. I always knew I wanted to be a producer. I was actually fortunate enough to hook up with a legend early off in the game. His name is Shock G. Some of you may know of him or about him, whatever. Google him, Shock G. He's actually Tupac's first producer. And he told me a couple things. He told me always have more than one hustle. He told me that the hip hop game is a dirty game, for lack of a better words. He didn't say it like to scare me or nothing, but he wanted to prepare me. He wanted to let me know that it's not all like just fun and games, and he actually didn't even really go into much detail. He left it open-ended like that for me to figure out. So he was an ill dude. That didn't necessarily connect the dots for me though, in terms of being able to make it. Another pivotal moment for me happened when a friend of mine, his mom actually, she was a very successful entrepreneur. I was very impressed by her. Very successful entrepreneur. She had multiple businesses and she had a brother that was a lifelong producer, dedicated to music, somewhat successful. And she was saying one day, she was like, it doesn't matter how talented you are. If you don't have marketing, it doesn't matter. And I was like, damn, because I'd never heard that before put that way, but it made so much sense. And I've never, ever forgot that. Knowing that you need marketing and knowing how to market yourself are like two different galaxies. I never asked her, well, how do you market yourself? It never even occurred to me to ask her that question. What's funny is many years down the line, I learned how to market myself. I learned marketing. I learned all these things. It's just a trip because she was absolutely right. But I didn't know that it didn't matter, that you can even know that you need marketing, but knowing how to market yourself is two different things. So anyway, congratulations to you. Your mind's probably gonna get blown away from this whole course. I want you to stick with it to the very end. I want you to take action on everything that I show you, because these are all the things that I've learned over the years, and I'm putting them into one system for you. I'm putting them into one course. And if somebody would have gave one of these to me when I was coming up, I would have been very appreciative. And I know you've probably been out there and you've used other things, and you might have tried other, so-called gurus or whatever. And like I said, like with this marketing stuff, it's just something you need to know how to do. It was something that I thought was very corny for years, and, just very like artificial. And the thing that I wasn't understanding and I wasn't getting is that secrets and the knowledge and the insights that you gain is going to make all the difference. Number one, what's the first step in all this? The first secret in all this is your mindset. Don't sleep. It is all about your mindset. All of it. If you don't change your mindset, nothing will change. Why do most producers fail before they even get started? I'll tell you why. Me being a producer, I can identify. Now, I know some producers are probably confident. Some producers are probably not so confident. Why most producers fail before they get started is because, well, for me, I had very low confidence in terms of my beats and all that stuff. And I didn't know that mindset and having the can-do attitude. So I shouldn't say I was low confidence. I was very humble, okay? I wasn't going to be the one to toot my own horn and say, yeah, I got dope beats. I was going to let somebody else say that. What I learned, you got to be your biggest fan. You got to be the person that believes in yourself the most out of anyone, and because no one else will. And you've probably heard that before, and I heard that before, but it's so true. Listen to that. You have to be the one who understands that you're going to make it. It's your mindset. The reason why most producers fail before they even get started is because they don't truly think they can make it. Like in the back of their mind, on the surface, yeah, it looks like they can make it. Yeah, I'm about to do this music stuff, and I'm about to take over the game. And on the surface, it looks like they're confident and everything, but in the back of their mind, in the back of their subconscious, there's this thing saying, I don't even think I can really do it. That's the first thing you got to change, because guess what? Your mind really listens to your subconscious. It doesn't really listen to like what's at the front. It listens to what's at the back. That's like the driving force in the motor. So you got to change your mindset. That's the reason why most producers fail before they ever even get started. The next secret is why experience is so overrated. As a producer, you probably have this thing built up in your mind that, man, I gotta have pro equipment, I gotta have years in the game, I gotta have all these things, I gotta have accolades, I gotta have placement, I gotta have people that know who I am, I gotta have relationships. It's overrated. None of that matters. I know platinum producers. I don't have a platinum plaque, but I do know platinum producers who have a very difficult time, for lack of a better word, of making ends meet. You know what I mean? And it's sad. People that you would be like, damn, for real? Like, it's not like all what it's cracked up to be when it comes to making sure your business is straight. Also, making sure that you get everything that's coming to you. Another reason why I'm so proud and confident and happy about this course that I'm teaching, these producer marketing secrets, is because I'm going to show you how to sustain your success, how to actually take control and actually take ownership, have control of your success, and not have it connected to some third party, some entity, some record label, some manager or entity or a company that holds your future at stake. I'm gonna show you how to do it controlled by you. So that's something I'm very proud of. Experience is definitely overrated. You can be brand new in the game, and as long as you follow the steps, as long as you take the action, you can still sell more beats than a lot of these people that have been around for years. Biggest part of that, I'm just gonna let you in on this little thing, and the biggest reason for that actually is because a lot of people think that, hey, once I get my hit record, everything's gonna change forever. Well, no, it doesn't. Once you get that hit record, I mean, if you follow the certain type of model that involves needing a hit record, then you're gonna need another hit record. And then after that, you're gonna hit another hit record. Just case in point, let's say you hit it, you make it big, you produce a hit record in 2018, and you make 100K. Let's say you make 200K. You need to make a hit record in 2019, 2020, and 2021 to sustain that level and also to grow. It's more difficult when you go the I need a hit route, and I'm going to show you how to avoid all of that, how to take your own, take matters into your own hand. So the next secret is the most underrated success trait that no one talks about, okay? A lot of times as a producer, you hear you need talent, you need dope beats, and definitely, yes, you do. And you need mixing and you need connections, but actually guess what? The secret trait that's going to get you to where you go is persistence. You're not going to make it right away. Are you going to give up? Are you going to pack your bags and hit the road, or are you going to stay at it? All right. You're not going to have a hit right away. You're not going to sell a bunch of beats right away. Again, after you get this course and after you go through the steps, like, yeah, you're going to know how to, and you're going to do it. You know, if it doesn't happen after a week or two, are you going to give up? It's persistence. Persistence is the most underrated trait. A lot of people give up right before they have that breakthrough. And I know it's the craziest thing in life, but that's exactly the way it happens. Usually when people give up, they're this close away from having that breakthrough that might have sustained them, or it might have kept them going for the next month, 2 months, 3, 6 months, a year, of where they would actually see all their hard work pay off. It's persistence. That's a success trait that you need to inherit if you don't have it. You know, I find a lot of times in this hip hop game, people think that they can just like make a 15-minute beat and have their life change forever. Nah. On the flip side of that, a lot of producers are very hard work and have the best work ethic and are very consistent. It's the persistence that will bring you to the finish line. You got to be persistent. Next producer marketing secret out there is that there's hella bread out there. A lot of producers think that, you know, that only, I don't have that many people that want to buy beats. You know, there's not enough rappers out there that buy beats. No rappers out there want to buy beats. That's not true. First of all, I mean, plain and simple, that's not true. Are you attracting the right type of artist to your beats? You know, what message are you giving off? What image are you giving off? What's your branding? What's your marketing? Those are all the things that matter. Those are all the things that attract the people that pay. Do you ever talk about payment? Do you ever talk about your prices? Do you ever talk about, you know, the fact that you charge? Me personally, for a lot of years, like, it was, to me, I was like uncomfortable talking about, hey, yeah, like, I know you really like this beat and you just done rapped over it, but I hadn't even brought up the money situation. And for a lot of people, it's very uncomfortable. I provide you with scripts and I provide you with the actual templates that you'll be able to use to have those conversations. I give you the right words so it's comfortable for you, so it doesn't feel aggressive. I don't even know what the word is, but I help you take the anxiety away of talking about price and talking about beats and all that stuff. There's hella bread out there. There's a lot of rappers that spend a lot of money on beats every month, every week. You just have to know how to attract them. Actually, you have to know what to do once you actually are in front of them, because just because they spend a lot of money on beats doesn't mean they're going to give you money. There's no sign on them that says like, hey, I'm about to break you off. You still got to follow the steps. You still got to go through the right methodology to approach them, like on some producer business. I'm going to show you how to do that. So the next secret is that, and it plays right into what we've been talking about, the type of artists you attract are a reflection of you. If you put it out there that you look broke and like you are broke, and I hate to say the word broke, I want you to understand though, there's a difference between broke and poor. You can be broke temporarily. Poor is a mindset. You can be broke in terms of how much you have in your pocket and still be rich in the mind. All right. You can have money on you, but you can have a poor man's mindset, so that basically eventually you're not going to have it anymore because it's all in the mind. It goes back to what you have in your mind. Shout out to Robert Kiyosaki. Go pick up his book. It's called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. If you haven't read that, get that. There's so many parallels and so many similarities into the producer business game and just the regular business game. It's crazy. So go ahead and get that. It's called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. But yeah, the artists you attract are a reflection of you. If you attract people that don't have any money, that don't want to invest in themselves, then you might want to, check yourself. But actually, you're taking the first steps to getting rid of that by investing in yourself with this course right here. Big props to you, because you're actually going in the direction you need to go. When you start investing in yourself, you're going to attract people that invest in their self. And that's just the way it works. I don't really know how to explain it. When you invest in yourself, you give yourself more value. You become more valuable because you're more knowledgeable. Learning about marketing and learning about all these things makes you more valuable. And in turn, you're going to attract a better artist, a better type of artist, a paying artist, and somebody will understand what value is and will be willing to engage with you on that level. So the second module is called No Immunity. It's interesting because a lot of producers out there, just because they hear the word no, that makes them like change course and change direction, or it might make them less confident in who they are. How do I know? Because I was that same way. Okay, I had meetings with executives and all that. In short, they told me no about my music at the time. I listened to them. No, that's probably the biggest mistake I've ever had in my career in terms of why things didn't pop off a lot faster, and maybe why I even needed to crack the code on marketing first, was that I took no for an answer. No, you got to be immune to the word no. You got to be immune to the word no. Even if somebody is an artist, right, and they like your music, they want the beat, and they tell you after you guys talk about, numbers or whatever have you, whatever type of license that they want, they tell you that no, they don't got it, or no, they don't want to pay. There's a saying, and it goes like, the beat sale doesn't start until the first no. What does that mean? That means that just because they said no, that's like your cue to start. That's like your start button. When somebody says no, that's when you start from there. You engage with them. You ask them a line of questioning. You stay in conversation with them. There's certain strategies that you employ, and I'm going to get into exactly how you do that in a later module. What we're going to get into next is the 3-letter word that separates you from your dreams. Ego. Ego. All of us have it. All of us fall victim to it. You got to train yourself to tuck your ego, crush your ego, to leave your ego at the doorstep. That's what they say. Ego holds you back from a lot. Ego holds you back from moving forward. Ego. Get rid of it. Be immune to criticism. Be immune to what people think of you. Be immune to what you think of yourself, especially if it doesn't serve you. Ego holds a lot of people back. Ego stops a lot of people from actually going straight after their dreams. Don't let it happen to you. Ego. It's the craziest thing. I mean, you might think you're way up here and everybody else perceives you way down here, and you're not willing to take the steps up and to humble yourself for a minute. Go be that engineer. You're not the producer. I remember back in the day, I didn't want to be an engineer. I knew how to use Pro Tools. I knew my ego got in the way from being that, 100,000%. Whatever I do, you do it to the fullest. Ego, pride, all that stuff. Leave it back there, because it's not going to help you when it comes to taking advantage of the opportunities that you have, and also taking the action that you have. A lot of the reason why I didn't even start marketing myself in the beginning was because of ego. Oh, I'm not going to do that. That shit's whack. That shit's corny. Yeah, I mean, that's all in the mind, and that's all ego. So whether you want to, be going to the bank and hitting deposits, and no, it ain't all about money, but I mean, would you rather be broke, or would you rather have income and doing something that you love doing, worried about what your neighbors think or what these people think? It's all ego. Get rid of it. It ain't gonna help you. It'll separate you from your dreams faster than I don't know what. So crush that ego. There's something that's real important that I want to cover, and it's the notion of, I succeed because I don't care. And this can fluctuate, meaning one day you might wake up, one day you might be in a mental space where it doesn't allow you to really take action and to go after things the way you need to. You need to be in a peak mental state to actually do a lot of this, because there's a lot of competition out there, and if you're too caught up worrying about the competition, worrying about what this dude's doing, worrying about what that producer's doing, you're not going to be able to focus on you, and if you care too much in that sense, then you won't really be able to take the action that you need to take. I succeed because I don't care. Listen, I'm not worrying about what nobody else is doing. It's a challenge enough to do what I'm doing. That's the way you want to think about it. You need to have laser focus on what you're doing. You succeed because you don't care. Stop caring so much. Stop caring what other people think. It's real. And I just want to bring you the real. Like, stop caring. Don't worry about, like, we've been so caught up in the social media, this social media hype, man. It's all virtual. A lot of these rappers and a lot of these artists out there don't exist beyond World Star, or don't exist beyond some of these certain channels, and I challenge you to look beyond that, expand further, understand that it's all about the personal relationship you have with the artist, and that's what leads to beat sales. And I'm going to explain that. This first secret is just only mindset. We're going over the mindset that you have to have, because mindset is what prepares everything else. It makes the bed, it sets the stage, it forms your foundation. It's mindset. The next secret I want to cover is the only opinion that matters. In terms of beat sales, in terms of making money off your beats, in terms of really doing something with music, in terms of having a lot of artist clients that want to get beats from you and stuff like that, who's the only opinion that matters? I know a lot of people, and including myself, my old self, like the way I used to be before I stumbled upon and cracked the code and understand the way this marketing, understand it the way it works now, the way I do. The only opinion that matters is the opinion of your buyer. Who's buying your beats? That's the only thing that you need to be concerned with, all right? You don't need to be concerned with no other producers. You don't need to be concerned with no artists that aren't giving you money. The artists that aren't giving you money, who cares what they think, all right? The only opinion that matters is the opinion of your buyers. Sit on that for a minute, all right? Because I know that you might be making beat videos. You might be doing this and that. You might be doing a lot of the things we're going to be getting into. I'm going to show you exactly how to do those things, but you might be doing a lot of those things with other people in mind, your parents, friends, family. Listen, the only opinion that matters is the opinion of the people that are buying your beats. Hone in on that. Focus in on that. This is another mindset thing, and it's key. It's key because you're going to get all twisted and contorted with the ideas and the opinions of people that pastor. Like, the only opinion that matters is the mind of your buyers, okay? Is the opinion of your buyers, your beat clients. So that's what's meant when it's no immunity. Immune to the word no. Immune to resistance. Immune to the concept of a closed door. You build the door. You don't want to open it or close it or bust through it. You build the door. It's your door. I'm teaching you how to build your own foundation, your own house. No permission needed. Immunity to the word no. No immunity. See you in the next module.